Welcome. This is a Collective Soul Tarot, and my name is Kay. Welcome to my channel and to the returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you for tuning in. It's wonderful to have you here with me today, and it's a brand new week. Guys, we're going to do another general reading for the collective, and we're going to let Spirit decide what the topic's going to be and the direction, of course. And I'm using a new deck today. It's not new to me. I've used it quite a bit. You'll see it's kind of worn, but it's I love this deck. It's Ciro Marchetti, the Tarot of Dreams. So I hope you all had a really restful and wonderful weekend. Let's go ahead and get started, because if you're ready, I'm ready. I'm just going to take a moment to call upon Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit to assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies in the cards and to help me see clearly. Thank you so much. So here we go. I love this deck. Okay. Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today in this general read for Monday, August 14th, 2023? Mid-August already. Wow, guys, wow. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, what do you know that's on our viewers' hearts that they need to hear about? The messages that will help bring peace and hope and wonderment back into their hearts and into their lives. Thank you so much. One more shuffle. Wow, we got one. Talk about peace, hope, and love. We got the Ace of Cups here, guys. We have the Ace of Cups. Well, you know what the Ace of Cups is. Oh, by the way, I'm using a new microphone. I'm trying this one out. Hopefully it's as good as the lapel microphone I had on the last reading, because I did find that it was quite a bit louder and clearer with the lapel microphone, but I'm trying this one. It's hanging out in front of me. So hopefully it's good too. Better than having the lapel on, because I tend to touch it and and then it makes noises. So back to the reading. Ace of Cups, what a wonderful first card to start off with. Let me tell you guys. So it's a brand new beginning in love. It's love, 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 all around love. I love it. Anyways, here we go. We're going to cut the deck, and then we're going to start to clarify the Ace of Cups, because at this moment we do not know too much. There we go. All right. What do we have, Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit? Ooh, we have the Nine of Cups. Wow. Somebody is a wish fulfillment for somebody. All right. And we have, the Six of Swords. Six of Swords, moving from rough waters to calmer waters, moving away from something and feeling victorious and triumphant, having done it. This is the Six of Wands, okay? Let's do three more. We have the Ten of Wands, which is the highest number in the deck, 10, which means it's the most that anyone can bear. This Ten of Wands is bearing a lot of burden, and it is laying it down now. Okay. The Four of Coins is having had an attachment to someone, something, possibly money, possibly a person, possibly some location, a situation, a business, whatever. And the Tower came down. So there's the Tower card, guys. What do we have on the back? Seven of Wands. Okay. Give me a second. Excuse me. So it looks like somebody is on a happy new pursuit of love. Like I said, a new beginning with the Ace of Cups. Let me bring it up so you can see it. It's a beautiful card. Look, it's floating on water. A sea of water. And so it's breaking through the clouds and coming up to be a new beginning in love. Okay? A new beginning in love someone is in. And they have been either overindulgent in their life that they had before. They're realizing that. Overindulgent. It could be seeing somebody as their star, like their wish fulfillment. But look at this guy, grapes, indicating wine, right? And the red in the cups. All these cups are full of red wine. So he's been happily and merrily celebrating life in a very overindulgent way. And he has come to see that's what his life's been like, okay? He or she, we don't know if it's a he yet, but it's a he or she has been feeling like they've been living a life of good, living in the material world, overindulging in drink or any other substance, whatever it might be, just overindulgent, maybe spending too much, having the good life, the big house, the fancy car, the bank account, the job, the career, and just focusing on all of that, the 3D, and just being overindulgent in it. So this overindulgent life looks like it's been too much, it's come to a head, and it's been too much for this individual, female or masculine, feminine or masculine, and they're moving in this boat on the water. You see, the water looks an awful lot like this water here, doesn't it? But then water looks like water, doesn't it? But anyways, they're moving, they're taking their swords that have been blocking them, and they're taking them with them to move from rough waters to calmer waters, and these swords are going to evolve into a more truthful and more expressive, because swords are all about communication and telling the truth. So it's going to be more in the calmer seas. It's going to be more about truth and honesty as opposed to what it was before, okay, with the overindulgence. The Six of Wands could be overcome, them moving away from ego, like a big ego. Look at me. Look at me. I'm grand. I'm big. I'm good. I'm a badass. I am so good. Look at me. Big ego, right? Or feeling victorious and triumphant, and coming out and saying, with my scepter here, my wand of passion, saying, I am victoriously overcoming something, moving away from it, and moving towards a new life, a new beginning in love, this time in love, not just in 3D material experiences, but also bringing love, deep, deep, deep love into my life, overflowing deep love into my life, in whatever way that looks, right? We don't really know for certain, but we're assuming it's for somebody, towards somebody. Because before, this life here was overburdening. Look at that poor guy. He's like, I don't know what else to do. I can't take it anymore. It's just been too much. Everybody, too many people, too many things, too many responsibilities, just too many expectations. It's just too much. I can't bear it anymore. Look at me. I'm in the fetal position, on my knees praying for the burden to be lifted, because he had been attached to a life of overindulgence that became overburdening, and he's been hanging on to it like it's his last coins, right? He's got 4 coins here. He's been hanging on to that life as though that's his only and his last. Life can't get any better, right? Kind of mentality, but yeah, it can. We know it. We know life can get better. So the Tower had to come in and let this guy know that, yeah, life can get better. What you've had before, we're bringing it down. This is a divine, okay? Divinely orchestrated and inspired. That whole foundation, what he's built all the way up to here, the lightning is striking it, and the sun is shining on it, saying this is coming down because there is a better way. This light is going to define the better way for him. Not necessarily define, but to at least light up a different way that's a better way for this individual. I keep saying him, but it could be a her. Just remember that, okay? We don't know yet. And this is where he's been having to, now I'm saying he because we got the Emperor here, but he's been having to feel like he's had to defend his life and his decisions and his choices, and his back's been up against the wall, and he's been loving the, the good life over indulging in it, and having to always defend it, to others, because when you're living the good life, other people want to have a part of it. They're not going to do it necessarily in a stand-up kind of upright way. They're going to do it in a way that you're going to feel like you need to defend what you have, right? The more you have, the more you have to defend. So he's been feeling like that, which has caused, the feeling of being overburdened, because he just can't relax in his life and say, I am, I'm living a good life. I'm triumphant. I'm feeling good. Look at me. Not in an ego, selfish way, but in a more like I have been through what I've been, the battles I have won, and now I'm grown and learned from my hardships, and it's made me a better person, or a better man in this case. Because, well, again, this doesn't necessarily mean that it's a masculine. It's just that it could be a feminine in their masculine energy taking charge and control of their life now. It's divinely inspired. This looks like a god, this Emperor does. This is the highest that you can get in the deck, is the Emperor. Empress is, the counterpart, and it's the highest feminine energy, but this is the highest masculine energy, and it's godlike, really, but not in a egotistical way. It's godlike in, like, I've taken on God. I have accepted God to be part of my life. I've asked God, for help and to lighten the load. And because of all the experiences that I'm now leaving behind, moving from those rough waters to calmer waters in my life, I have gained a lot of wisdom, and I feel, victorious. Excuse me, the towers come down, and I am like now ready to take control of my life, take it back, take my power back from whatever it is that I gave it to and let it suck the life out of me. I'm taking charge, and I'm taking it back. That's wonderful. Feminine or masculine, it doesn't matter. Right now we don't have it wouldn't matter anyways if there's kings and queens, but generally if there's a king out here or a queen, I'll generally say she or he. Sorry, that's my dog barking in the background. Why? I don't know. If you just please forgive her. Her name is Minnie, and she's a tiny little white Chihuahua, and she's the nicest Chihuahua you'd ever meet on the face of this planet. Chihuahuas usually have temperaments, but this one, the sweetest thing you'd ever know. So, but she does bark at the cats when the cats come near her food. Wouldn't anybody? So, Archangel Michael, thank you so much. Holy Spirit, thank you so much. Can we now clarify the Nine of Cups energy, please? Can you please bring some more messages to clarify the Nine of Cups energy? What is it? Is it overindulgence, or is it somebody who he or she sees as a prize, a wish fulfillment? Okay, let's go. Oh, look at that. The Nine of Coins, the Nine of Wands, 2 nines. If you've been seeing 999, that might mean something to you. And the Seven of Cups. I got itchy nose. Sorry, guys. Seven of Cups. Okay. And then we have the King of Swords. All right. Looks more like a masculine to me. So the Nine of Cups here is being clarified by the Nine of Coins, the Nine of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. All right. So the Nine of Coins is somebody who is, standing, powerful and abundant and just independent, successful in whatever it is they're doing, involved in, happy living independently, not codependently. right? So this is someone that has been looking like they are doing quite well for themselves, and they are. They've got all these pentacles, right? There's 9 pentacles there. The highest you can go is 10 pentacles. So this individual has amassed 9 pentacles on their own, okay, without anyone else helping them. They have been doing it on their own. And so who wouldn't feel victorious over, oh, I'm just listening to the noise in the background. Hang on, guys, just let me see. What's going on? Oh, it's a cat playing with a toy. Oh my gosh. Now they're playing in a box. Sorry, please guys, just forgive it. It's my pets. But yeah, somebody has amassed their wealth on their own, you see. Doesn't mean they didn't have anyone in their life while they were doing it. It just means that their wealth, their abundance has come as part of their own hard work, their own discipline and just determination. And so, but this 9 of Wands here, right here, we're talking about 9 of Wands. 10 of Wands is the most burdensome. It's been burdening. He had to, you know, I'm saying he because we have a King of Swords here. He had to battle his way to become, you know, independently wealthy, right? Right there. And so he is looking at his, you know, he's looking at all this. Like he was looking at these cups here. He was looking at all the choices he's ever had in life. He's been looking at all the thoughts that has been plaguing his mind. He's been having some confusion about it lately, and he's saying, I just can't do it this way anymore. I need to pick up my wand and join the battle again. He's going to go and purposely enter into something that can lead to another life lesson, but it could be a beautiful life lesson. So he has been looking at his options, and he has said, you know, I can't do this overindulgence anymore. So I'm going to put that down and move into a space, you know, a place in life, in his mind, where he can put the burdens down. Put them down, but move forward valiantly, because this is a guy who's won many, many battles here, and he's been wounded. They call him the wounded warrior, and he's putting his helmet down, and he's just going to get up with that last wand and say, okay, one last time. I'm going to give this life one last go. It's going to be about love this time, okay? It's about love. That's the last go. I'm going to passionately move forward in, you know, the space and energy of an open heart and a full cup of love for my life, for somebody else. Okay? So that's how I'm reading that. Now, let's see, the King of Swords here is a kind of guy. Ooh, we got a King of Wands too. We got Faith. It could go on and on and on. But King of Swords is somebody who is going to tell you like it is. It's going to be straight up. This also can mean somebody who's signing documents to move forward in life, and it could be, if he was in a relationship, it might be documents for legal separation or divorce. It could be for child support. We don't know. But the King of Swords could also mean that he's looking at relocating or moving forward to another space, which, you know, this is here. It could be another location, and he's needing to get his passport updated, or, you know, his visa, working visa, or whatever. Okay, so but he is a very highly intelligent individual, and he has he's been wanting to make sure that his life is more upright, you know, more transparent. You know, he's going to say what he needs to say and do what he needs to do, which is the King of Wands energy. King of Wands energy is the type of guy who's just taking charge, and he's gonna get up and he's gonna take action. He's gonna take action to be able to lead a life of transparency, and, you know, with a full cup of love in his heart for his life, and with faith in God, to consult all the time, leading the way, having his back, being in his back pocket. But that is making him an emperor energy, you see, having that kind of energy with the faith, with God, taking action, being forthright, honest, and transparent, and having love in his heart. That is all like emperor energy, okay? Just so you know. So that's fantastic. Good on him. So we got that there with the emperor. Now, Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, can you please clarify the Six of Swords, Six of Swords energy, please. Please and thank you. Six of Swords energy. Thank you. So he's moving away from this life of overindulgence where he independently amassed wealth. And it's been a burden for him in one way, shape, or form. And he just wants to move, take his money and run, Basically, he wants to take his money and run. He wants to no longer be an overindulgent kind of guy, because what has it really gotten him other than this? Heavy burdens and maybe heartbreak. We don't know for sure. But, so what's the Six of Swords energy, Archangel Michael and the Holy Spirit? Thank you so much. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Tree of Life energy. And we have the Lovers. Okay. Oh, and that Queen of Swords, right away, I'm already thinking nasty Queen of Swords. It's like that's what's in my mind. And the Magician and the Ten of Cups. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing with this, guys, without going through every single card and describing them, is that he's moving away from having been rejected, okay? He's now looking at that cup and saying, look at that cup, looks just like that cup there. You see that? All right, Four of Cups. That's where you're feeling bored, empty, lonely perhaps, just kind of like apathetic, just even lazy perhaps, lazy in love, right? So he is moving away from this kind of energy here because now he's got his eyeball on that big cup of love where the other three are right here that he's already spent. Okay, he spent those cups, those on one or two or three relationships, whichever. He's come out of it from learning life lessons about it. It's been quite chaotic for him, confusing like it is for everybody, right? This is the path of learning lessons. You go this way, then you're that way, but then you might go this way, you might go back that way, and this way, and so on. It's been chaotic and confusing, just like for the rest of us. And he has learned important life lessons. He had been in and the largest lesson he learned was about love. He was in a lover's commitment relationship, okay? He had chosen a particular lover, and that particular lover turned out to be this nasty Queen of Swords who, it came out upright, but I know it's reversed. You really don't have reversals in this deck. But it came out upright, and right away I thought, this is a nasty girl. Just like some in my other reading where this Queen of Swords is, she's bitter, and she wants to cut the hearts out of whoever it is that's as according to her, that's done her wrong. She wants to, she's jealous. She's overbearing, and she's just temperamental, and she's quick to offend you, and she's righteous in her own way. That suits her, okay? She's belittling. She's highly intelligent, so she's quite dangerous, actually. And guess what this temperamental, dangerous woman's been doing? She has been manifesting a Ten of Cups with him, a Ten of Cups life with him. She has had a Ten of Cups life with him. At least she did. Okay. And she magically pursued it at the cost of everything and everyone except herself. And she is in this marriage relationship with this fellow here, you know, the King of Swords fella and the King of Wands guy over here. She's in a relationship with them, or at least they were. But with the King of Swords, I'm seeing, because these two are counterparts, okay? But they don't see eye to eye. They're not, look at them. They're not looking at them each other. She's looking like this way, and he's looking straight out. He's saying, I'm looking straight out because I'm not looking back. I've cut this woman out, and she's going, oh no, you're not cutting me out. You're not done with me yet. I have a few more swords, you know, in my closet kind of thing. But he says, I don't care. You're gone. I've had enough of you. It's been too much. We've been too overindulgent together. And you're now trying to take my money that I made on my own before I met you, and while I've been with you, working my ass off trying to make you feel good and to help you have a better life experience. And all you've been doing is being nasty. You've been bullying me and just not being the type of wife I thought you were going to be. So that is him cutting that relationship out and taking action to move away from it. Okay? And that's him there, right there. The victorious guy. So yeah, he was in a relationship with her, and it didn't go so well. She had manifested having a 10 of Cups, which is everything, and everything like a happily ever after with him. But something went south. Okay, something went south, and it had to do with being overindulgent. Perhaps she was too overindulgent. He joined her because he was her wife. He was her husband. And being an emperor now, it could also mean that he is a husband, hasn't quite yet become absolutely single, but he's perhaps on his way, and he's a father. You know, they may have a kid or two together or more. So that's the situation with clarifying what he's moving away from. He's moving away from this Queen of Swords energy, who he and her had manifested together, really, happily ever after life with her. But it became too overindulgent and too burdensome for him. Okay? This Lover's card is, really just lovers. Doesn't necessarily mean it's true love, okay? But it could be a soulmate relationship, because it could be something that they had to work on in this lifetime from whatever they happened to them in a previous life. Problems, conflict and chaos. So Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for that. Can you please clarify the Six of Wands energy, this victorious Six of Wands energy? What are we looking at here? Is it ego or is it triumph from moving away from all this nasty energy with this Queen of Swords? Please and thank you. All right. What do we have? Ooh, we got the Sun. So it's victorious, or something's been enlightened anyways. Oh, conflicting, chaos, and then Five of Coins. Aha. And then we have the Seven of Swords. Okay. He's been enlightened. That's what the Sun can be. It enlightens a person's mind. The big aha moment, like I'm seeing clearly now. The sun is shining it's lightening up what I never saw before that was always in the dark. I didn't ever really know for certain when I was confused. And, just not knowing my head from a hole in the ground. Phase of time. But I can see clearly now. I see it now. And it's brightly shining what it is that I need to do in order for me to move away from all this drama, all this conflict and drama, fighting and arguments, disagreements and arguments with people. Could be external with her, the Queen of Swords, you know, her always arguing with him, just being a difficult, challenging person. And their relationship dynamics were very much like this. It was never peaceful. If it was very short lived, you know. It was never really quite a happily ever after, although that's what they were trying to manifest together. And she was possibly doing some black magic with his manifestations, trying to keep him in a Ten of Cups relationship and energy with him. Okay, so this is chaos and conflict and drama, and it could be inner conflict as well, which, you know, I would assume it's both, okay? And then the Five of Coins is like feeling like you're left out in the cold, left out from life, left out from love, and just having to just feel down and out, you know, feeling like the person that you've chosen to be with is not the person she first presented herself to be. She's not been treating me the way I would treat her. She's been less than loving and supportive. And it makes me feel like I'm unworthy, that I'm unworthy in being loved. And I just feel like I'm left out of the cold, out of my own relationship with the person I chose to be with here. And so he's feeling like he's out in the cold, and he just wants to come in. He wants to come in and be warm and supported and feeling loved up, completely loved up, just warm, loved, trusted, and being able to trust, and just being loyal, and all the good things that love is all about, patience and all this. Well, look at this sneaky card here, okay? Now, this can go two ways. Sneaky can be that she's been sneaky, trying to manifest through the dark arts to keep him bound to, a family life with her, keeping him like that, keeping him in a state of confusion here. And she's just been deceptive and, deceiving, lying, manipulating, emotionally manipulating him, just trying to make him feel like he's got no better place to be than with her. But he's seen that, you see. He's seen the deceptive ways that she had, what she's been doing since they've been together. He's finally seen all that. That's the point, is that he's finally seen it for what that relationship is all about, what kind of behavior she has, the personality she has. And he is saying to himself, it's time for me to take what I have for myself, love, self-care, and put it out there, offer it to somebody. Because when I offered it to her, she presented as though she wanted it, and that she was going to be reciprocal, and it was just going to be a beautiful, great, really had a lot of high hopes about this relationship. But after time, it dashed, because she started showing her true colors, and her true colors is this blue with a sword. Okay, a sword ready to kill and maim. So let's go ahead and see what we can get for energy about. I want to do the Emperor, and I would like to do like the Page of Coins offer, okay? So let's do the Emperor energy. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, can you please shed some light on us for the Emperor energy? Who, what, where, why, and when? Just give us the goods. All right, Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, I sure would appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. In great gratitude. Thank you, as always. Thank you. Emperor energy. Here we go, guys. Wow, we got the King of Coins, which is the King of Pentacles. Can you see that? Yeah. We have the Star. And, this one wants to come out. So, we got the Six of Cups. Wow, okay, guys. Okay. My daughter says, don't laugh fake, okay? Don't fake your laugh. Okay, oh, wow, look at this. I'm so happy. Oh, look at this. Yay. Oh, my gosh. Okay, yeah, we can keep going here. All right. Now, so what I'm going to do is, we're talking about the Emperor. All right? It's stuffed up. So, he's the king of coins, the Emperor is. He's grounded. Well, he's, all four kings together. We already have the King of Swords, the King of Wands out here. Now he's the King of Coins, King of Pentacles. So, it's showing that he's definitely in the Emperor. He's not just a father or a husband. He's actually Emperor energy. And when you're Emperor energy is just you could still be an Emperor and be a father and a husband, don't get me wrong. But he's also an Emperor in the sense that he, standing on his own, he's ready and prepared. Maybe even to be someone else's husband and have a kid with somebody else to be a father. It's hard to say. We don't know. Assumption. So he is the King of Pentacles. He is looking at, guess who? His counterpart. Okay, we're going to put her here. His counterpart, she's looking at him, okay, if you were to put that there. Okay, she's looking at him. He's kind of like, I don't see her yet because, she's a Six of Cups energy, meaning from the past, but that doesn't necessarily mean this Queen of Pentacles is looking at him. She just may be looking towards something that would be a counterpart relationship, right? And he's like going, okay, I can't look straight at her. There's got to be a reason why he can't look straight at her. There's something that he's I won't say afraid of, but there's just something that makes him a little concerned that maybe she won't accept him. But he sees her as his star, okay? Somebody he could create a loving, beautiful, balanced life with. Much more, which he probably hoped with the Queen of Swords, but it didn't work out that way. But he's changed his mentality now, guys. That's the important thing. He's changed his mentality and he's matured. He's an emperor. He has emperor status. He has emperor. He's just well off. He's fully grounded. He's fully wealthy and abundant and just present. He oversees an empire, for goodness sakes, okay? So he could be the head of an empire. He could be part of an empire as in a high position of a corporation or an empire. Or, he's just very successful and wealthy on his own. Maybe he's an entrepreneur. But in any case, he's fair, he's kind, he's authoritative. He's the type of person that you'd go to for advice, all right? So this is a really great energy. And he's seen, as the King of Pentacles, he's seen his love interest to be, who is somebody from the past, as his counterpart. Somebody he believes he could create a beautiful, abundant, balanced life of love and fortune. Together, fortune together. She's got a head on her shoulders. She's a good business mind. The Queen of Cups is just, she's a committed kind of gal, and so is he, being in this energy. And she's going to, she's the type of person who knows how to make and keep money. She knows how to manage money. She's good at that. And he sees that about her. She's a hard worker. She's loyal, she's committed, like I said, and she's the type of energy you would want to have in a woman or a man, as somebody that you're interested in, which he probably saw as the Queen of Swords in the beginning. But he's been keeping an eye on her, and he has been able to see that she is different than this one here. And that over time, because he's known her from the past, that this one here is, she's, when she says what she is, she is. That's the point. Is that she's not a fake it until you bake it. You bake it till you fake it. Make it till you fake it. I never get these things right, so apologize. But in any case, she's who she says she is. And he knows of her. Like, I don't know if they've met, but somebody from the past, I'm sure they've met in some way, shape, or form. but he knows about her. He's known her for a while, right? He hadn't always, maybe he had not really known her, the Queen of Swords, right? So this one he knows, tried, tested, and true, right? Okay, so now we have, she is also not only a star, she's a high priestess, and she's someone he could very well recreate a foundation with, rebuild a foundation with after the tower of the previous relationship came down. He knows he can build a solid foundation with her. He sees her as tried, tested, and true. So she's a great person to build an energy, build an empire with, and build up a really solid foundation with, in a life of love and abundance. Now he knows he walked away from her because he pursued her more so with the wand, okay, so to speak. He had walked away from the past relationship or connection that they had, because he was too much in pleasure and desire mode in that connection. That for him, that's what it was more about. It's more about a quick fling, and move on. For her, it may have not been, but he has been holding himself back from being so passionate and in that kind of desire or die energy, and he's been holding himself back from it so that he can learn to temper himself and become everything that she would want, that he's assuming obviously that she would want in him. He knows he cannot come towards her with this, or else she'll walk away from him again. He doesn't want that. He wants to pursue the connection and establish one with her again, in whatever way that looks. It could be in a business sense first. It's hard to say. So now that we've really clarified the Emperor, let's clarify what the offer is. What's this news of something, abundant and prosperous? What's that energy coming forward? All right. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, can you please tell us about Page of Coins energy? Look at all this green. Okay. You can see that he's got money still on his mind. Still has money on his mind, but that's an awful big cup of love. All right, so I think there's a balance here. He has found a balance, or at least he wants to include his heart this time, fully and completely, in a relationship that maybe because of the way she had become, he had to start pulling it back. He just felt like he couldn't bear his heart to her because she'd probably slice it up, That's possibly the way he felt. And so he had to push his feelings down when it came to that relationship. An offer of truth, clarity, an offer telling a message saying that he has done his hanging around and become enlightened. Look at the water again. And an Ace of Coins. Okay, and Judgment. He's ready to face Judgment Day with her. Oh, there's the balancing because of this energy. Okay, he is seriously serious. He is seriously serious about moving forward towards her. He's thinking about a ship that can take him across the sea to her, if that's that they live that far apart. Just movement forward, and he's going to reveal his secrets to her. That's the moon energy, but he is seriously making plans to move forward, to go and see her with his passion and his emotions in balance. Okay, that's that star energy and he's ready to face Judgment Day. Let's see if I can find the star energy. It's here. Here it is. See? This angel here, this temperament angel, has these two jugs of water, that she's pouring together. They come out of separate, but they come together. And it's the same thing here. These are connected through the divine. He has spiritual presence in his life now. He's being fully supported and protected by the divine in his new, because it's love now. It's not pentacles, it's not 3D stuff anymore. It's spiritual. Love is all there is. So even though it looks like we have a 3D, love is all there is. And God, of course, when he sees that you're transforming into allowing your heart to open up, to give to people, to give to someone, to give to people, to care for yourself too, to love yourself, he's all for it. He's like totally supporting it, and he's going to protect you the whole way now, because you've chosen love. Finally, you've chosen love. Okay, so this judgment is, he's made a final decision to leave all of that mess here behind and to move away to calmer waters. Remember the Six of Swords. And he's doing it with truth and clarity and transparency. He had become enlightened after a time of thinking about what it is that God put him in that position to hang him upside down for a while, so that he could have another perspective about what he was doing here in his overindulgent life with somebody who was very cutting and not loving, like unconditionally loving towards him, making his life difficult, putting a lot of burdens on him. Remember that? The Ten of Wands here. So he's been enlightened, you see, from hanging upside down, having to look at life from a different perspective. Okay, and it looks like he's diving actually into the water, so he's gone deep. It's like, when those what do you call it, the Olympic pools, where they stand on the podium, the diving podium, and they dive into it. That's what he looks like he's doing. He's gone from the material world, which is all the gears and the metal, the real solid stuff, into the ocean below. He's diving deep into his emotions. And what he came out with is that he needs to open his heart, because it's because he hadn't opened his heart before, the reason why he attracted somebody who is just all about the mind, all about the 3D, and just wants to get what she can get, kind of thing, no matter who she has to slice up on the way there. So he's made a final decision to do that, and he's just moving forward with love and transparency, truth and honesty and integrity. His principles and values and morals are all aligned now, and also that means that God had made that judgment on him. So that's why God put him in this position. To the divine is saying, look, you need to hang upside down for a while, and then you dive. Okay, hang first, dive next, and then come up and see that this is what you want. You want truth and love. You want to have that paired with a new beginning in love, and offering your strength in honesty, and your strength in love to somebody you want to give it to, that you feel is going to be a good recipient for it, that you can trust. Because he's not impulsively diving in. Maybe he did with this one. This one, he's seen her for a while. This is the Six of Cups, this nostalgia, thinking about the past, the past returning in love, right? So he's known her for quite some time. So he's had lots of time to spend thinking about it, whether he was still in a relationship while he was doing it or not. He might be divorced. So that's what's going on with him right now. He is allowing his secrets to be revealed. He's going to be putting the moon and uncertainty behind him. All right? So guys, that's what I know about clarification with the offer. He's coming forward. He's going to provide truth and clarity and integrity with his values, morals, and principles aligned with the divine. And he's made the final decision, and he's found the courage to offer this truth, and love. Isn't that beautiful? That's truly beautiful. And this is the one who's the recipient of it. Okay, and he's doing it in a very upright way with the Emperor energy. He has an empire that he's amassed, and he wants to bring her in, and he wants to share it with her. Okay, we don't know if she's wanting that. We just don't know yet. But let's go ahead and do the Hidden Truth Oracle. Let's find out what he'd like to say to her. All right, let's find out what he'd like to say to her. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, if you will, please provide us with some messages as what he would like, the masculine would like to say to the feminine. We'll do that, and then we'll do 3, what she'd like to say to him, okay? One last. I just can't for the life of me get them to pop out on their own. So I'm digging. I will wait for a sign from you. While he's waiting for her. Maybe he shouldn't. I'm thinking he shouldn't. And until he does, if he doesn't get a sign from her, what's his decision? If he does not get a sign from her, my question is, what's he going to do next? You going to just wait forever and never ever share your feelings for this individual, and then either maybe get into another relationship that's yeah, I don't even want to go there, that kind of thing. He's just going to get into a relationship where he's going to have, because he hasn't expressed what he needs to do, needs to express to the person he has that aimed at. It's just another relationship with somebody else is just not going to do it for him. It may not turn out as bad as this one, but, maybe it will. You don't know. So he shouldn't wait for a sign from her. I knew exactly what I was doing. Okay, he knew exactly what he was doing. That when he, what he's saying is that when he first met up with her in the past, it was a fling. He knew what he was doing. And he hurt her. He hurt her. And he left it like that. So, but I love you. So he's going to tell her that if he stops waiting for a sign from her, maybe it's like waiting for a sign from her once he opens up and says, hello, hi, it's me. And the sign would be that she returns a hello without saying get lost. That would be a sign. Hello, but get lost. If she says, hello, how are you? What have you been up to? That would be a sign, that he could then open up and tell her his secrets. That back then he knew exactly what he was doing, and that, he would want to apologize and tell her that he actually loves her. Okay, so what would she like to say to him? What would the feminine like to say to the masculine Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit? Thank you very, very much. All right. I want to feel that way again. Okay, she was very much invested in what she thought was going to be a relationship with him. It felt good. It felt good. And she's been missing that. I know I messed up everything. Okay. This would be like she was thinking that she was the problem, you see. That by becoming enamored and expecting to have a real and long-term relationship with him, which of course that wasn't what his intentions were, but her intentions were that. And she left that breakup, him leaving her behind, with the idea or the belief that she messed everything up. And so she's saying he says he knew exactly what he was doing then, and she's saying, well, I believed that I messed everything up. And he's saying, no, you didn't. I love you. And she's saying, I wish things could be different. And he's saying, He's saying they can be, because I love you, and we could get together, and because I have this very large cup of love to give you that I never had before, and truth and honesty, which I wasn't before. See, that Seven of Swords energy too was his behavior. Now that we know this, it was his behavior that he was being sneaky and deceptive and manipulating her into falling for him, when all he had was, well, he certainly didn't have a cup of love, did he? All he had was lies and deception for her. Secrets, right? The moon. So guys, that's everything. I'm going to leave the reading here. If you're the Queen of Coins, it's hard to say what you're going to do when he approaches you, but he's going to approach you in the Emperor energy as a King of Coins, and he's taking action and coming forward in truth and love towards you to reconnect with you from the past. He has been thinking a lot about you, and it looks like if that's what you want, you're going to have a pretty good experience with this guy. But maybe you've already said you can go away, take off, and I don't want to have anything more to do with you, because you're nothing but trouble, and you hurt me badly, and that ain't gonna ever happen again. So it's your prerogative, as I always say in the readings, and take care of you guys. So I'm leaving the reading there, and I just want to say I hope you got something out of this, that it was helpful, and I'll talk to you next time. Okay, so take care of you, and see you soon. See you tomorrow, and bye.